Check one, check two. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Wyatt Tona live on KCW LP Pendleton 104.1 FM. Live here in Pilot Rock, Oregon at Pilot Rock High School, where the Oregon 1A preview is taking place. So, again, I want to thank you all for tuning in, coming back. If you guys seen the girls' game, it was the Nixyaawii girls end up taking the win, 46 to 41. I apologize with my camera; everyone's moving around right now, so pretty much, yeah, it was a crazy game for the girls. Yeah. Not much else to be said. I also apologize for the confusion. There's two broadcasts that were created. There's another one that says Varsity Girls again, which is incorrect. This is Varsity Boys, and this should be it. So, but getting ready to announce the starting lineups. So Bonanza is the home team today, and we're going against the. That's who we're going against. We are the Nixyaawii Golden Eagles. That is. So getting ready to announce the starters. I have the roster this time, so I'm a little bit more ready for the boys. So
Bonanza Antlers.
I'm trying to get the names right, but a lot of these guys have some crazy names. So starters for the Golden Eagles. So I'm sure these are the same starters. Yeah. So Rylan Bronson's the first starter.
Number 3, Junior.
Yeah, Junior. Number 3, Bear Moses. Call him Air Bear.
Sophomore, Simon.
Little big man, Simon Picard.
Number 20, Senior, Aaron.
AB Aaron Barkley. We got to think of a good what's it called, name for him. And John getting his first start tonight. Dylan's going to start on the bench. But, yeah, so that's your starters. So Rylan Bronson, Bear Moses, Simon Picard, Aaron Barkley, and John Withers. So Austin Semensky is started for Bonanza, number 1. Number 2 is a senior, Alan Hill. Number 11, senior, Andres Mojica. Number 24, another senior. Yeah, number 24, another senior is Quas Thomas. And 34, number 34 is another senior, William Ness. Oh, excuse me. Ow. I apologize for that. But yeah, so that's your starting lineups for both your teams. Looks like Bear's going to go for the jump ball. For the tip-off, I should say. So I'm interested to see how this one falls out tonight. Boys, 4 out of 5 of the boys last night fouled out against Crane. So 2 boys got technicals. A lot of emotions, like I had said. And it's perfectly okay to have emotions. It's the love of the game, and yeah, it's going to be frustrating. There's going to be a lot of frustration, but it is what it is. So it looks like a technical already. Interesting. Must be a book error. But William Ness knocks the 2 points in, so they start with a 2-point advantage. So like I said, there's a and yeah, not even a tip-off. It's just going right to Bonanza. So pregame, what do they call it, Dante or whatever. We made a mistake in the book, it sounds like, so it was a technical foul. William Ness took 2 shots at the free throw line, made them both, so giving the Antlers a 2-point advantage and possession. Aaron gets the steal, and he passes to Bronson. Ryland takes a shot, misses. Aaron gets the rebound, puts it back for 2. So game is tied back up at 2 apiece. Turnover. It was a hard pass by Ness. So turnover on the Antlers. It'll go back to the Golden Eagles. So again, I'm apologizing if I start falling behind, if I get silent, because I'm trying to keep up with the game. The boys are always faster paced, and I'm running the camera today and doing the commentary, so it's just all in one. Bear takes a layup, but it's no good. Rebounded by Bronson. Ryland Bronson knocks it in. Interesting that Ryland, he actually transferred out from Pilot Rock. Open layup on the other end, but it was no good. Stolen by Bronson. He tipped the pass. So Picard's got the ball. He's driving it down and in. Out to Bear. Bear's going to fake out a pass. Okay, nice little Euro step. No good, though. Rebounded by the Antlers, and they're moving fast. Nixyaawii's not getting back on defense quick enough. So a foul's going to be called on Bear. I believe it's on Bear. Yep. It's his first team. Yesterday he had 4 fouls. So a delay of game warning to John Withers. Again, this is John's first start for Nixyaawii this year. Dylan starting out on the bench. Yeah. So it's already making me question a few things, but it is what it is. We're going to play the game. Like I said, last night was a tough loss for the boys. They hung in there. They had a lead for a while, but Crane just took over. But Bonanza is trying to move the ball around, but just to no avail. William Ness stops his dribble and passes it over number 2. And he turns it over. Goes back to the Golden Eagles. So Golden Eagles have a 2-point lead. It's 4-2 right now with only 6 minutes. Only 2 minutes have gone by, so 6 minutes remain. Aaron Barkley's going to take the ball down. Usually Dylan Abrahamson's the one that takes the ball down for the Golden Eagles, but like I said, he's starting on the bench tonight. Bear for 2. It's good. And another turnover on Bonanza. Made a full court pass, which was no good.
That last shot was a 2-point.
They're clarifying that it was a 2-point shot.
Number 10, Victor Gonzalez.
So 5:42 left. Golden Eagles got the ball. Barkley's going to take the ball forward for the Golden Eagles. Looking to make a play. I would think it looks like the Antlers are running a zone defense. So Bronson with the ball right now off the pass of Simon. They turn the ball over now. So Nixyaawii gets back on defense. Aaron staying right on top of him. Foul on John looks like it's going to be. Right off the bat, Simon's got to cool Bear down. No, that's his second person. They call it on Bear. And now Dylan's checking in. So Dylan's checking in for Bear. Bear's going to sit out. Bear, yesterday, like I said, he had 4 fouls in the first, 3 regular personal fouls and a technical, and that, really took away from the game. But, it's a learning experience, like I said. So 3 points by number 24. Quaz Thomas is his name. Nice little crossover by Barkley. Barkley, I don't know if that's a pass, what that was, but he lost the ball. John ended up with it. Passed to Ryland. No good. Rebounded by the Antlers. So it's 5-6. There's a long pass there, and they didn't read it. A nice layup, but it didn't go in. Rebounded by Bonanza. A layup, no good. So now Dylan's going to take the ball up, passes long to Aaron. Aaron is going to drive it in, takes it up, and it's no good. John tipped the ball, but it's no good. Rebounded by Bonanza. So they're playing tough on the defense. So now a foul's going to be called again. So right away it's 4 fouls to 0. 4, so that's Simon. To his first.
Taking the game for the Antlers, number 12, Bryce Nunn.
Bryce Nunn is what I heard that just checked in. Number 12 for the Bonanza. Ness with the long 3, no good. Rebounded by Bonanza, so Ness is going to take it back in. Ness seems to be the star of the team here. 3-point opportunity, no good. Bronson tried to get it, but he couldn't get it. Now John's got it. Now Dylan has it, and Dylan is telling him to go. So here we go again. This is what the Golden Eagles faced last night, was nothing but trying to draw charges. So Simon's got his second foul now. So it's starting to look kind of like a repeat of last night. So WAP test Brocky checking into the game for Simon. WAP test has been seeing quite a bit of playing time on varsity. He's one of the stars on. He was a star on the JV last year, junior varsity. This year, I haven't got to watch a JV boys game, but good save by Bonanza. But it goes back out of bounds to the other side there, so it'll go back to the Golden Eagles. So as I was saying, Laptes is a great. He's a good shooter. He knows the game, so he's a good fit to the team. And helpful to give the other players a break. So a foul's going to be called.
Foul's called on number 24 of the Antlers, Thomas.
Quas Thomas got his first foul for the Antlers. The ref that makes the call doesn't quite make the hand gesture, so I have to really pay attention or listen to when they already announce it. So inbounded by Dylan, passed it to John. John didn't take it up in time, or didn't get to take it up. He was swarmed on the defense right off the bat. So Golden Eagles defense playing man-to-man right now, and they're doing fair. 2-point attempt by their number 24, no good. Dylan for 3. He went on a very good hot streak last night. Offensive rebound by Dylan. Dylan made a crazy pass, and I think he understood it. So turnover, and it's going to go back to the Antlers. And yes, I say it's the Antlers. That's their mascot. So wide open underneath, but he misses it. Rebounded by John, passes it to Aaron. Aaron all the way up, right to Ness. Got to be careful on the long passes. The IQ is pretty high on those reads. So 2 points by Hill. So Dylan's going to take it down. An offensive foul on Dylan, it looks like.
Foul's called on the Golden Eagles, number 1, Dylan Abrahamson, his first.
So the foul was called on a hand check on Dylan, so he had to get clarification from the refs. They're not going to be easy, obviously. Like I said, 6 fouls to 1 right now. Ain't nothing new. We've seen it last night, seen it at games before, so they just have to learn how to play with it. So Antlers moving the ball around. One open in the paint, intercepted by John. John passes to Dylan. Dylan's taking it all the way down for 2. No good. Dylan gets the, nope, they don't. Bonanza gets the rebound. See, they're playing real fast paced, but it's execution, like I was saying before. He misses a layup there, number 1 for Bonanza. So Aaron's going to take the ball up. Gets blocked by Ness. Ness is a big built guy, as you guys who are watching the video can see. So it's going to be hard to try to challenge him. He's not tall, but he's obviously a star on the team for Bonanza. And they have to be aware of that before they try to take any crazy shots, try to make any crazy plays. So they double teamed him, but he broke out of it, passed the ball. Lap test got faked out there. 2-point shot, no good. 3 seconds in the key, but they didn't call that. So man, they're getting all kinds of second opportunities here. Yeah, the boys are not playing. This isn't the boys we've seen the last couple nights. Barkley for 2, no good. Rebounded by Ness. I said William Ness looks like he's going to be a problem for us tonight. So he's got great vision. That was a great pass right there, from half court all the way down into the paint, and it was a rocket pass. No pun intended that we're in Pilot Rock, but that was, it was straight, clean. There's perfect placing. Golden Eagles just have to be ready. They're doing a 5 out, it looks like. He had a no-look pass right there. Ness, like I said, man, he's he's impressive. So Bronson gets a steal, 2 points. So that's your first half. Like I said, it's fast-paced action right there. 9-8, Golden Eagles are down by 2, or down by 1, excuse me. And again, apologize with the camera positioning here. Got people walking back and forth, so we're gonna have to see a little bit of blurriness, which is cool because it's not the actual game. So, but again, thank you for tuning in to KCUW LP Pendleton 104.1 FM. This is Wyatona live here, solo show today. Boots with a Fur isn't here. And Anson is at the station, making sure we're all good to go, which I believe we are. I'm watching the stream right now on my computer, and it looks good. So, yeah. So rough start for the boys. Both teams have had questionable turnovers, and foul count speaks for itself. Again, 6 fouls to 1. They're not letting up. It's pretty much. There's three. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get any further into it. So. Oh, that was Mercedes right there, blocking the view. A bug. So, second quarter here, possession is going to the Golden Eagles. So, second quarter here. Sorry for the dead space there. But Barkley inbounds to Abrahamson. Abrahamson passes it back to Barkley, but gets intercepted. And they miss an open layup again. So Abrahamson to Barkley. Barkley loses his handle real there, but he drives it in. Good Euro step, 2 points. Nope, just kidding. He misses 2. They're missing a lot of open shots. Bonanza is good block by Dylan Abrahamson on that shot attempt on Bonanza there. So Bonanza tried to take a layup, and Dylan come in, and he blocked the shot. Dylan just lost the ball handle there, but saved by Rylan. Rylan drove it in and missed the layup. And that's the story of the game right now. Both teams are not making open shots. And they're playing good defense otherwise. So 2 points there by Quaz Thomas. Barkley behind the back, drives it in. He passes it to Bronson. Bronson for 2, and it's good. Ryland making himself right at home here with the Nixyaawii Golden Eagles, and it's looking great, feels great, and it is great to watch. Watch the chemistry that that's already there. So Quaz Thomas with the ball being guarded by Dylan. Dylan gets crossed over. Quaz goes in, drives it in, knocks it down. So now Barkley's got the ball. Minute and a half has gone by in the second quarter. A hand check. Foul called on Bonanza. Number 11, Andres Mojica. Only the second team foul for Bonanza. So the inbound, Bronson's got the ball. Bronson drives right in. He's not afraid, but yeah, great, great playing. It's just they're just not connecting. Offensive rebound by Bonanza. Long three by Thomas, no good. Over the back call on number 2, Alan Hill.
Fouls on the Antlers, number 2, Alan Hill. His first, checking into the game for the Golden Eagles.
Dylan's sitting down. Dylan showing some frustration.
And for the Antlers, number 1.
You know, the game's not going the way it's going, but it's still early, so it's got to keep your head up, keep your spirits high. So Bear Moses checks back in for the Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles move the ball around. Barkley's got the ball. Loses the ball, but saved out of bounds. So it's going to Bonanza. He put his hand up like it was a foul or something, but it was just out of bounds. So Ness is taking the ball down for. See, now Bonanza has a couple of stars. That's what it is. Offensive foul on William Thomas. Or Quaz Thomas, excuse me.
Foul called on number 24 of the Antlers, Quaz Thomas. His second. Checking the game for the Antlers, number 2, Alan Hill.
So a couple substitutions. Alan Hill checks in for Bonanza, and Kylan Clements checks in for Golden Eagles. Bronson inbounds to Barkley. Barkley's going to take the ball down. 5.5 left in the second quarter. Moving the ball around. Bear's going to drive it in. No, he's not. Yep, he is. He's going to fake everybody out. Gets it stolen by Ness. Bear is also showing a little bit of frustration too, which, you know, again, rightfully so. Some things that are happening isn't quite happening like it should. Now a foul finally being called. Another body check there on number 12. Bryce Nunn. Had to look his name up. I needed a bigger print or better prescription glasses because I can't see the names. So Bronson inbounds to Barkley. Barkley's going to look for somebody, make a play, perhaps. Passes it to Bear. Bear's going to drive it, loses his handle, passes to Waptis. Waptis is going to, he looked like he was going to shoot, but he didn't. Bear with the ball in the corner now. He's going to drive it in. Another foul. Defensive foul, so it'll stay with the Golden Eagles. Austin Semensky's first personal foul for Bonanza. 6th team, so now it's 6-6. Bronson from Bear. Bear on the inbound into Ryland Bronson. Bronson made the layup. So now it's a 1-point game again. Kaiwan on the ball. He's the one guarding Ness. Air ball rebounded by Kaiwan, but he threw it away. Got to slow the ball down. Ness with the ball now for Bonanza. Passes it in. Like I said, but he's got a great look. So Alan Hill gets 2 points. Waptis going to bring it in. No, but he hesitated. So Barkley with the ball up to Bear. Bear for 3. And it's good. And that ties the ball game 15 apiece. Just under 4 minutes now in the second quarter. So Ness has got the ball, passes it to Hill. Hill over to, see, I'm forgetting the names here, but it's Bonanza offense, number 1, Semensky, over to Mojica. Mojica passes it back to Ness. Ness back to Hill. Hill to Mojica. Foul on Aaron. So the foul is going to be on Aaron Barkley, and Mojica is going to be going to the line for Bonanza for a bonus. So I'll be going 1-1. Dylan checking back into the game, and Waptis taking a breather. So again, Mojica at the line for the 1-1 opportunity. No good, but who gets the ball? Jump ball. They're being very so I think the other guy was trying to make a different call, but it was a jump ball, so they're sticking with it. Goes with Bonanza. Possession to Bonanza, so they're going to inbound. Semensky into Mojica, back to Semensky. Semensky down to Ness. Ness being guarded by Bear Moses. Passes it back to Hill. Rebound by Kywin Clements. Passes to Bear. Bear's going to take the ball down for Golden Eagles. 3 minutes left in the first half. Passes it right down to Kywin for 2 points. He was left wide open on the assist of Bear Moses. Kywin gets his first points in the game. Will Ness, he's got great hand. For the way he's built, he's playing great. It went off of Ryland's foot. A lot of contact on the rebound, but they're not going to call that. They're going to call that out of bounds. So full timeout, Golden Eagles. 2:43 left in the first half. It's 15-17. Golden Eagles have that 2-point lead. So fast-paced action, just like I said it would be. Like I said, they're learning from last night. Last night they were on the go, go, go. They let their emotions get the best of them when it came down to it. Foul problems is still a thing. Foul trouble. We got two players with 2 personal fouls already. I think that I believe it's just 2. There's nothing more than just that. But like I said, fast-paced action just to be expected out of the boys. They're great players. They're hustlers. They're playing great defense, offense. Both teams are missing open layups. They've missed a couple open layups, but at the end of the day, they're scoring. So, again, thank you for tuning in to KCUW. This is Waiatona Solo Show with Anson at the station, making sure everything's working out for us. So, but possession, I believe, is supposed to be with Bonanza. So we might be looking to make some offensive or defensive moves here. So in the game for the Golden Eagles is Bear Moses, Dylan Abrahamson, Raylan Bronson, Kywin Clements, and Aaron Barkley. Ness is going to inbound for Bonanza, passes it in to Thomas. Thomas knocks it down for 2. Ties the ball game back up at 17, and they're doing the same thing they did to Sophie in the girls' game. They're doing a half-court type of press. They're pressing our point guard. Nice pass to Kywin. Kywin had a crazy look. He had a good opening, but he just kind of blew it. So Dylan tried to get an interception, and same thing that happened with the girls. When they do that, they're leaving somebody open. So intercepted and taken by – it was taken by Aaron. Aaron to Ryland. Ryland for 3. No good. Rebounded by Bear. Good aggression there. And 1. Bear Moses gets the layup, going to the line for 1 more. So Bear was called on number 12, or foul was called on number 12, Bryce Nunn. Kywin's checking out of the game. Simon's back in. Great hustle by Kywin. So Bear misses his free throw. Rebounded by Bonanza. Bonanza's looking to make a play. Like I said, William Ness. He kicked the ball and he stepped on the line, but they didn't call it. So it is what it is. They're just going to have to deal with it. They're going to call some. They're going to miss some. So Barkley passes to Bronson. Bronson broke right past the defense. Passes out to Bear for 3 points, and it's no good. Rebounded again by Bonanza. So 19-19 right now. 1:20 left in the first half. Ness with a deep 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Hill. No good again on a 3-point attempt. Rebounded by Dylan Abrahamson. Abrahamson passes up to Barkley. Barkley looks open for 3, takes a 3, and it's no good. But again, aggression on the board by Bear Moses. Gets the putback for 2. 1 minute remains, and Golden Eagles have a 2-point lead. William Ness is going to drive all the way up, but they're going to call it a foul.
Fouls called on number 1 of the Golden Eagles, Dylan Abrahamson, his second.
So they call it on Dylan, which will be his second personal.
Checking into the game for the Antlers, number 2, Alan Hill.
See, I said Alan Hill, but he wasn't even in the game. It was Szymanski, that's number 1. But William Ness is at the line shooting. I believe it's a bonus. Yes, it is. He misses his free throw. Barrett gets the rebound. Barrett's going to take the ball up. Bronson gets the ball now. Kind of gets a little reach, but he doesn't get the call. Barkley for 3, and it's good. Giving us a 5-point lead now, 24-19. No, this isn't Monsters Inc., not 23-19. It's 24-19. Nice. Thomas with a 3-point right in Bear's face. Quaz Thomas. So Simon with the ball. 25 seconds left. Foul was called before the shot, but regardless, we're going to the line. Simon Picard will be going to the line for the bonus. So we only had 1 free throw attempt earlier, and Bear missed it. So we'll see how Simon does. First shot is good. He fixed the camera there. And his second is good. Brocky checking back into the game for Picard. 24.3 left in the first half. It's a 4-point lead, 26-22. Golden Eagles up. Bonanza with the ball. He double dribbled, and it took him forever to actually make the call, but the call was made. So 19.4 left in the game, and it's Golden Eagles ball. I assume they're just going to hold it out until the end of the half. Long pass over to Bear. Bear's going to drive. Gets hit pretty good, but Aaron gets the offensive rebound. Ryland Bronson knocks that shot in for 3 right at the buzzer. 22-29 Golden Eagles. So that is the end of your first half. We see our boys walking on by here. So Golden Eagles with a 7-point lead. Again, anything can happen in a span of the next 2 quarters. So, but stand by. Again, it's 22-29. Golden Eagles up 7 going into halftime. So we're going to take a quick break here. So Anson, we're going to pass it back over to you. Stay tuned. We shall return here shortly. All right, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wyatona, coming to you live from Pilot Rock, Oregon, Pilot Rock High School. Um, Live on broadcast on YouTube or on the air, KCW LP Pendleton. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting your local reservation radio station as well as your Nixyaawii High School athletes. So, scoreboard, it says 29-22 right now. Golden Eagles have a 7-point lead. It was a little close. They lost the lead for a little bit, but they started to warm up in the end. So, a lot of great looks. And William Ness on the other team is really looking impressive. You know, I'm not like how Boots is. I don't have the backstory and don't know the history on this other school. So I just have to kind of go with the flow. So we're getting ready to start the second half here. Like I said, Bonanza. Both squads are looking tough, and like it's going to be a good game. It's going to go all the way to the end, but we shall see. You know, second half usually Nixyaawii tends to warm up. So, yeah, but, you know, it's a 1A Oregon preview. Pilot Rock, was it Rocket Invitational? So it's hosted by Pilot Rock. We had some games yesterday at the Nixyaawii Golden Eagles Nest, as well as, of course. Here in Pilot Rock. So we're playing here today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, Golden Eagles will be going against, the girls will be going against Damascus Christian, and the boys will be going against Open Door Christian. So, something to be ready for. Like I said, there really but all these teams that are playing are teams that are going to be seen at the state tournament. They're all going to be no joke. So possession looks like it's going to. Yeah, the kids are on the court there. So possession is going to be going to the Golden Eagles to start the second half. Bronson into Barkley. Barkley is looking to make a quick play. He's trying to see who's gonna get open, who's gonna move around. Barkley drives it in, gets a nice little shot. No good. Rebounded by John. Nope, he gets tapped out and over to Bonanza. So William Ness right now has the ball over to Quaz Thomas. Long three, no good. Rebounded by Simon. Picard with some great handles there. Good ball movement. Picard passes it to John. John passes it to Bear, and Bear knocks it right in. And they try to answer, no good. John grabs the rebound. You know, Barkley's going to take the ball up to Moses. Moses is getting ready to, he was going to shoot it, but he changed his mind, passes it to Simon. Picard, nice drive and gets 2 points. Drove right through the defense. So they're looking good coming out of half. And like I said, they tend to wake up. It's kind of how it was. So now William Ness for three, no good. Rebounded by Simon Picard. Now behind the back, he's going to drive it down to John. John misses it, but rebounded by Simon, no good. Rebounded by Andrew Hill. Allen Hill, excuse me. William Ness, good pass to Thomas. Thomas, a step back three, no good. Rebounded by Mojica. Mojica passes it down, and it goes in two for Allen Hill. So inbound, Bronson's taking the ball forward, takes a 3-point, no good. Rebounded by Barkley. Barkley takes it out for three, no good. Rebounded by Hill. So Mojica's about, he almost had a clean drive there, but he passed it out. Hill with the ball, shoots it over Bronson and Barkley, rebounded by Bear. So Moses is going to drive it down. He's going to slow it down. Bear's looking to make a play, get somebody open, something. Drives it right through the defense again. So Bear's really making the moves necessary, and you know, it's probably making up for last night. Like I mentioned earlier, he had 4 fouls in the first quarter. 2 points by Quaz Thomas, drives through the defense. Long pass by Moses to Barkley, gets fouled on the layup, going up for 2. But like I said, last night Bear had 3 personal fouls in the first quarter. Then he had a technical, so he was out for majority of the game. So today is kind of, I think he's trying to make up for it, make up for the missed time, and he's doing a great job tonight. So or today, so Barkley will be going to the line. Barkley be going to the line for 2. First one is good, bringing the lead up to 10. Now Abrahamson's checking in. Checking in for John John. John John showed great hustle. There's a lot of the whole team has great IQ. It's just executing, and they're doing a good job at it. So Barkley down for 2. William Ness draws a foul. The boys are keeping themselves a little better composed. It's foul. Yep, so Rylan Bronson's first personal. Inbound to Ness, guarded by Picard. Really staying on top of him, and they have to. Oh, now a foul on Picard. And I believe that's his 3rd. So Thomas crosses up Bear. Shot's no good though. Rebounded by Bronson. Bronson loses the ball, passes it to Bear. Bear's gonna drive it down, passes it to Barkley for 3. No good. Dylan was looking for a over the back call, but no call. Disadvantage of being shorter than the defender. We've seen it quite a bit yesterday. So Thomas drives it in on Bear, gets 2 points. Again, I'm sorry about the camera. I'm sitting here kind of. So that made no sense how one ref that's further away makes the call over someone right there looking at it. But it is what it is. Simon's 4th personal. So John John's back into the game, subbed in for Simon. Simon's obviously frustrated. He's the glue of the team. He's the one that keeps everybody cool for the most part. So yeah, it's going to be see how the Golden Eagles manage. It looks like he stepped out of bounds. One looks like he's going to call a foul, but the other one calls out of bounds. So out of bounds. Abrahamson inbounds to Barkley. Barkley bounces it right back to Abrahamson. So Abrahamson takes it to John John. John John loses the control of the ball. Jump ball. Possession. Not sure what happened there. The possession arrow is pointing to the Golden Eagles, but they're giving it to Bonanza. So the job I'm doing right now is a little tougher than running an arrow. So yeah, they didn't get the arrow right. But the jump ball and the possession went to Bonanza. We're under 4 minutes left of the second or the 3rd quarter, that is. Foul on the ground. So foul was called on Bear. That's his 3rd. 4 fouls to 1, just like that. And it evened out in the last half, so we'll see how it goes this one. Good move. Again, missed the open layup. Bear saves the ball. Drives it all the way for 2. So they're moving the ball around. A lot of questionable calls, missed calls, whatever. Allen Hill for 2 points, bringing it back to single digits. It's 30-39 right now. Abrahamson in the corner, passes it, nope, to nobody. He's going to dribble it out. He passes it to Barkley. Barkley drives it in, passes to John John. John John knocks it down for two. Mid-range shot off the assist of Aaron Barkley. Bringing it back to double-digit points, 41-30. It's William Ness. Foul called on Dylan Abrahamson. So we're going to see our starters foul out again, because that's the direction we're heading right now. Timeout, Golden Eagles. 30-second timeout. I will focus on the team here. But it's 2:52 left in the third quarter. It's 30-41. So the lead grew, but so did the fouls. So we have a couple guys in foul troubles already. Dylan has 3. Simon has 4. Bear has 3. I think Rylan, he only has 1 or 2. But yeah, yesterday seen that everyone except for Simon as far as starters fouled out. So and I apologize, you guys hear some screaming kids in the background. There's got some kids back here playing. So Thomas with the ball, guarded by Moses. Moses is staying on top of him. Tries to knock down a shot, but doesn't quite get it. Rebounded by Bronson. Bronson passes all the way up to Abrahamson. Abrahamson not sure what happened there. So a foul was called on number 1, Austin Semensky. So I had to calm down our assistant coach. Bear gets it blocked, saves it, but he puts it back up for 2. No good. Rebounds it again. No good. Puts it back again. No good. He had 3 offensive rebounds in that span of 5 seconds. No good. Went off the foot. Should have been called a kick ball, but they're not going to call it. So Ness for 2. Moses is going to take the ball forward. Bronson's going to set the pick. No, he does not. He's just going to – they're going to figure out what they're trying to run here. So Barkley gets double-teamed, turnover. So Golden Eagles get the ball back. Abrahamson takes it up. John for 2 off the assist of Dylan Abrahamson. Back up to a double-digit game once again. So Ness with a needle pass right in through the paint. So long pass there, Bear to Abrahamson. Abrahamson gets a partial screen by Withers. Aaron for 3. Dylan getting thrown around, but they're not making any calls. Ness over to Hill, who's wide open, knocks it down for 3. So our boys are getting a little bit banged up, but it's just a matter of how they answer back and how they execute. We've seen this last night. The fouls were terrible, but you have to crazy out of bounds. It stays the Golden Eagles. So Ness is taking a break, and while Ness is out, they need to take advantage of that, because Ness, like I said, is the one that's kind of keeping the team of Bonanza together. He's the playmaker. Of course, Claus Thomas, too, number 24, is one of their key players out there. Bear for 2, no good. But nobody calls that rebound. I mean, nobody gets the rebound or any of that. So fouls on Aaron Barkley. So they're going to inbound on the end. There's a foul on Aaron Barkley. So I think Dylan was kind of wondering what's going on. There's a 5-second call. Barkley for a 3. No good. Rebounded by Abrahamson. So, yeah, it was open in the end, so they didn't need to. But Withers for 2. No good. Rebounded by Bonanza. So, again, so another jump ball. Possession stays with Golden Eagles. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the action here. They're moving very fast. But Golden Eagles, like I said, they were up by 7 at the half, up by 6 right now. They were up by like 12, 13 earlier. It's just a matter of time. Aaron, no good again. He was wide open, but he's just not knocking him down. So Golden Eagles back on defense. Thomas with the ball right now, guarded by Bear Moses. Bear is kind of losing him on the defense there. Rebounded by Abrahamson. 5 seconds. So no bucket. End of your third quarter, 37 to 43. So a 6-point game. It's still close, still anybody's game. This last quarter is going to be a game maker, game breaker. It's going to depend on how both teams play. Ness took a break at the end of that quarter, so he's going to come into this quarter fresh. A lot of the starters for the Nixyaawii have been out playing. Simon is going to be checking in, I imagine. He has 4 fouls, so that's why he was out. But, turnovers is all. It's been a lot of that and missed shots. Barkley had a few open shots, didn't make it. Moses had a lot of putbacks, and it just wouldn't go in. He had a lot of those offensive rebounds off his own shot, but yeah, like I said, it just wouldn't go in. And my crazy passes. So they have to be patient, be smart, and keep their emotions in check with the game, because it's 6 fouls to 2 right now, and it's just going to be hectic if they allow the refs to get into their head. So here we go, fourth quarter action. Possession will go to Bonanza. Bonanza's moving the ball around. Thomas for 2, no good. Nobody there for the rebound. Ness, hammer pass, but it goes out of bounds. Excuse me, I'm going to adjust the camera. The kids are coming up here and getting in the view. Oh, just a second. There we go. So Barkley's got the ball now. Aaron drives it in for 2. Air Bear, that man can hang up there. Tell you what. So Allen Hill over to Mojica now with Ness. Ness knows how to pass the ball. Out of bounds. Going to the Golden Eagles. 7:13 left in the game. 37-45. It's an 8-point ball game right now. Moses passes Abrahamson for inbound. Abrahamson takes the ball in, starting to do what he does, be a shot caller. Passes to Bronson. Bronson to Moses. Moses to Barkley. Barkley back up to Abrahamson. Abrahamson for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Barkley. Offensive rebound. So Barkley with the ball now, looking to find out how to get around here. He tried to pass it to John, but he got intercepted, but gets his ball back. Ryland for 3, no good. Rebounded by Dylan. Abrahamson was getting thrown around, but there was no call. He threw the ball away. So Mojica with the ball, passes over to forget what his name is, Semensky. Ness right now with the ball. Ness with the open drive for 2. Back down to a 6-point game. 6 minutes left in the ball game here. So Moses to Abrahamson to Bronson. No good. Rebounded by John. John for 2. All to put back. So again, I apologize. This is kind of an odd angle for the game. I'm usually in the center, but we're a little to the side. Hill took a 2, no good. Rebounded by Mojica. Mojica, no good. Rebounded, thrown it around. Saved by the Golden Eagles. Fast break. Bronson for 2. So they're playing smart defense. It's a 10-point game now. 49-39 with 5:30 left in the game. You know, patient offense and aggressive defense is the key to it. So foul's going to be called on the, I don't know if it's on the foul, on the shot, or on the ground. But either way, it's a bonus.
Foul's called the Golden Eagles, number 20, Aaron Barkley.
Aaron, his foul. I believe that might be his 3rd now, or 2nd. So Quaz Thomas is coming out. I mean, not coming out, he's shooting. Simon's checking back in for the Golden Eagles as Withers takes a quick breather. 5:24 left, and it's a 9-point ball game. Thomas still on the line to shoot one more. And he knocks them both down, bringing it down to 8-point. Moses into Abrahamson. Abrahamson back to Moses. Moses takes it down. He's going to look around, going to dribble around, pass it to Barkley. Barkley's going to move around, pass it around to Aaron. Now it looks like they're trying to kill time off the clock, which is what happened yesterday. You know, as the Crane was ahead. So Abrahamson to Moses. Moses, Bonanza's in a zone defense. They're in a man defense. Looks like, I thought they were in zone by the way they're moving around, but I think it's just how the offense was being played. Barkley with the ball, nice fake out there. Passed it to Abrahamson. Abrahamson to Barkley again. Barkley to Moses. Moses is trying to figure out, the Eagles are trying to figure out what to do. Passes it to Simon. Simon to Barkley. Barkley to Abrahamson. Passes it to Bear. Saves it. Very aggressive. So now they're starting to intentionally foul. I don't know if it was an intentional or not, but I believe it was, just to slow the game down, stop the clock.
Foul's called on the Antlers, number 24, Quaz Thomas. Checking the game for the Antlers, number 10,
So
Gonzalez.
Victor Gonzalez checks in for Bonanza. Timeout by Bonanza. 41-49 right now. Golden Eagles are ahead by 8. 4:22 left in the ball game. As you guys have seen it, it's fast-paced action. They're trying to keep up with each other. Offensively, there's quite a few turnovers. Missing quite a few shots. Aaron had a lot of attempts at the 3-ball, and it just didn't go through. Like I said earlier, Bear also had his fair share of shots. Now they're just trying to kill the clock, and it's smart. We mentioned it last night that in not next season, but the season after, they're going to be implementing a shot clock for Oregon State. Abrahamson inbounds to Bronson. Bronson drives right on by. Stops, pop, nope, drives it in for 2. Gets right past the defense. Inbounded to Ness, 2 points for Gonzalez. Picard inbounds to Abrahamson. Abrahamson to Barkley. Barkley gets it intercepted. And they get the ball stolen. Ness for 3, no good. Rebounded by Simon. Simon ended out with the rebound. Foul being called on Bonanza. On Gonzalez.
Number 10, Victor Gonzalez, his first.
So like I said, it did this in the first half where the fouls started to equal out. It's 4-7 right now as far as fouls. Golden Eagles are still 7 in the bonus. Dillon's going to drive it right on in, pass it to Simon. Simon for 2. Could have been, should have been, and 1, but it went in. That's all that matters. Got the 2 points, back to a double-digit lead. So Bonanza moving the ball around. Trying to figure out who's guarding who, I guess. Looks like William Ness has the ball right now, guarded by Simon. And he's starting to, they're keeping an eye on Ness because he's the ball handler. He's the playmaker of the Antlers. Stolen by Abrahamson. Passed all the way up to Bronson. Bronson and one. Momentum is swinging right on over. So Bronson gets the and one. Well, makes the shot, gets the foul. Going to the line for the and one. Checking in for Barkley, making his first time in for the game is Saint Schimmel. Saint is a senior for the Golden Eagles. So Ryland converts the free throw for the and one, bringing the game up 13 points. 3 minutes remain. Ness is going to drive it in. He walks, but he doesn't get the ball. He doesn't get the shot. They're double teaming him, and he's making some crazy shots. Dylan knew what he did. So Bear gets a technical. So number 2 on the Antlers, Alan Hill is the one that was doing the talking, but Bear wound up with the technical. Knocks in the free throw, gets one more. Makes them both. So again, they call a technical foul on Bear for answering, and so now they get another 2. I'm not too sure exactly what's up here. The referees have to get their participation award somehow, I guess. So he's 3 out of 4. Now I'm sure now our boys are going to be they're going to come back with hunger. So again, for those who didn't catch it, there was a technical foul called on Bear Moses. He was just answering back one of the other kids that was initiating. Regardless, it's not smart to engage, even though you're not the one that started it. The philosophy most times is it's not who starts it, it's who finishes it. But at the end of the day, you're going to get called for it. Yesterday, it was a perfect example. But nothing new to the Nixyaawii Golden Eagles. It's been happening since 2004, since about the start. So just got to keep their heads up and keep moving forward. 2:52 left in the ball game. It's a 10-point ball game with the possession going to Bonanza. Man, oh man, I was teasing about it yesterday. I'm like, where is my flag when I need it? Because we have one rowdy fan, and that fan being Eva Looney. And to Eva getting riled up. And rightfully so. This is, it's a nail-biting game right now. So Bonanza with the ball. Ness inbounds to Thomas. Thomas being guarded by Bear. I'm not going to make any comments. I'm just going to let the footage roll. Foul called on somebody. So Thomas is at the line shooting, makes his first, bringing it back to a single-digit game. Let's see if he knocks down his second. Thomas has been pretty active.
Give me a beat.
Yeah. That was our one and only Billy Quimps.
called on the Antlers, number 34, William Ness, his first.
William Ness,
Gold Eagles, number 20, Aaron Barkley.
personal foul, his first apparently. Bears checking out, and Aaron's checking back in. To Bronson. Bronson, they call the foul immediately on number 2. Maybe it's a little bit of karma. I'm not too sure because number 2 is the one that initiated the interaction earlier. The Bears already getting. Nope, just kidding. I thought I was looking at the bench. He was running, but he was just switching seats. So Bronson at the line to shoot. No good. Could have been called a foul right there on Simon, but they didn't. Out of bounds, lost his handle, Quaz Thomas. So goes to Golden Eagles. 2:29 left, and it's a 9-point game. So now Golden Eagles, what they need to do is just kill the clock. They need to let the clock run. Starting to get a lot of intentionals. So clearly there's frustration being shown on Bonanza. So Simon just needs to knock these free throws in, knock in at least the first, at least make one. We need the points. And he knocks one in, giving it a 10-point lead, 47-57. 2:25 left in the ball game. Simon taking one more at the free throw line on the bonus. And it's good. So 11 points that is of an advantage we have with 2:20 left on the clock. Thomas has some impressive handles. He's crossed up a lot of our boys. Another foul is going to be called on Ness. His third, just in a matter of seconds, minutes, I should say. So Abrahamson at the line to shoot. No good. 2:15 left in the ball game. It's an 11-point game right now. Ness with the ball. Being guarded by Aaron. Ness with the 2. So he's missing a lot of layups. They're calling a jump ball. Well, at least the possession goes to the Golden Eagles. He was getting held on the arm, but again, that's not my call to make. So Bronson inbounds to Abrahamson. Abrahamson passes Picard. Picard is going to drive it down to Barkley. Barkley was supposed to shoot it, but he wouldn't shoot it. I'm hearing them call it. Abrahamson to Picard. Now this is where they're going to milk in the clock. Simon passes to Bronson. Bronson to Barkley. Barkley, they're killing the clock, just like I said. Like I was talking about. There goes fourth foul, I believe, on Ness. I believe that's his fourth personal on Ness. So Simon will be going to the line for 2 now because we're in a double bonus, 10-10 on fouls. First one is no good. Checking in for the Golden Eagles is kind of the start of the backup second string. So Tommy Moore, Waptes Brocky, Landon looks like is coming in for Simon. So Simon were to make this. Landon Picard will be coming in, but it doesn't go in. So Simon misses both his free throws. 1:30 left on the clock. It's an 11-point game. 3 points by Allen Hill. Waptis with the ball, passes it over to Picard. Picard draws another foul on number 2 there. So number 2, Allen Hill. Picard will be going back to the line for 2. Makes his first. So Moses checks in for Bronson. Simon good for 2. 1:15 left on the clock. It's a 10-point game, 50-60. Moore on the ball. 2 points in by Semensky.
Lewinsky for 2.
So it's an 8-point ball game. Bear with the ball. Foul on Semensky. Moses will go to the line for 2.
Foul called on the Antlers. Number 1, Austin Semensky.
So Moses makes his first at the line. Again, double bonus, so Moses at the line shooting 2. He made his first and he makes his second. Bringing it back to a 10-point game with 59 seconds on the clock. Overall, it's been a great matchup for both teams. Again, learning opportunity for both. So Abrahamson going to be inbounding it to Moses. Abrahamson with the ball. Long pass to Brocky. Brocky to Tommy. Tommy loses it. Bear saves the ball. Foul called, I believe, on Hill again, which will send Moses back to the line. And it was,
On the Antlers, number 1, Austin Semensky.
okay, no, it was on number 1, Semensky, which will be his 5th. So,
For the Antlers, number 12, Bryce Nunn.
yep, so 12, Bryce Nunn's checking in. And I believe Kywin Clements will also be checking in here after the shot. First one's good. Bringing it to a 9-point lead. 36 seconds left in the ball game. And following Nixyaawii game right here will be Damascus Christian versus Crane. And we played Crane last night for the girls, and we played Damascus tomorrow. So, shot was good. Bears checking out and Saints checking in. So right now is all second string players here. The backups, Saint, Kywin, Landon, Waptes, and Tommy. They're really manhandling Saint. So Saint can get on the board with points going to the line for 2 here. 25.3 left in the ball game. So now it's reverse. Yesterday our starters fouled out. Tonight their starters are fouling out. So Hill fouls out. Victor Gonzalez checks in. Saint at the line for 2. Again, this is Saints. There we go. So Saints on the board. One more at the line for Schimmel. And he knocks them both in. So it's a 12-point game now. You can, I don't know if you guys can hear it. And 1. Foul was called on Kywin. Quaz Thomas, he was very impressive tonight. He has great handles. He can knock down shots. He can drive. Same with Ness. Ness was impressive to watch on Antlers. Quaz misses his first. Oh, that's right. It was an and 1. I'm sitting here wondering what the hell. Tommy misses his first. Misses his second. Waptes on the board. And that's your ball game. 56-68, 12-point game. Golden Eagles are triumphant on both ends, boys and girls. So thank you again. This is Waiatona coming to you live, KCW LP Pendleton, 104.1 FM. You listen to us on YouTube, watching us on YouTube, or listening on the air, 104.1 FM. Thank you for tuning in. And stand by tomorrow. Golden Eagles will play against, the girls will play against Damascus Christian, and the boys will play against Open Door Christian. So that'll be tomorrow night. Yep, tomorrow night. So, no, excuse me, tomorrow afternoon, 3 and 4:45. So be on standby. Tune back in tomorrow because we'll be going live. I don't know if I'll have help yet, but I'll be here for sure. So again, thank you for tuning in, and yeah, stay warm, stay safe, have a good night, and we shall see you tomorrow. Back to you, Anson.